r/Cafeshortstories. Written by Fairycrest. Read by Arashi. My rich barista worker. Hi everyone, you can just call me Nari, male 27. This story is not about me, but actually about my friends. So I own this cafe in Sumeru. You can go ahead and visit it. It's called Gandharvaville. And I have been managing this cafe of mine for a long time already. Now, this story is about my friend and my best friend. For context, my friend is my boyfriend's friend, which he introduced to me, and we got along well. So this friend of mine, we'll call him Hey, male 25, is actually a man who feeds his curiosity. Once he is curious, he will in no doubt do whatever it takes to satiate it. Which is actually not a problem since he's rich. His mother is the owner of a majority of the industries here in Sumeru. This will come in handy for later. Now, Hey has become curious about being a barista, to which I actually didn't mind. I'm quite happy he wants to learn my field of work. And so I decided to hire him as a worker. Hey has been good at his job, actually. He has some problems with customers due to his straightforward personality, but nonetheless, he is good at what he does. All is well, but things will not always go your way, right? So, my best friend since childhood, we'll call him Vey, male 28, is actually back from his work in Fontaine. He is an architect. He chatted with me to visit the shop, to which I welcome with all my heart. Vey is actually one of the sweetest people I know. He's kind-hearted to boot, and is very understanding. Not to mention, he's a bit slow on things that involve himself and his, emotions. I actually have this overprotectiveness around him too. But here lies the problem. It was during our Padasada cafe event, an event in our shop where we offer 30% off of our menu, as long as the order doesn't drop by 350 mora. It was going to be packed, and I did inform Vey about it. And just as I expected, he said he didn't mind that. He'd wait for me and even offered to help out if I needed help. And so I agreed. Because Padasada involves a lot of orders, I decided to take over the preparation because I'm speedier with this stuff. So it was me and another 2 workers in the kitchen, while I assigned Hey and another one to the cashier. I was actually worried a lot about this decision because, like I mentioned, Hey is not good with people. More like people do not take well to his indifference. I did inform the staff that Vey was going to come that day and that, if it's possible for them to entertain them, that'd be good. And I was right. The hectic day came, and Hey was already either bombarded with angry customers for his stubbornness, mostly from the Karens, or he'd make a wrong order. It was around afternoon, when the crowd was less before dinner time, where I get to check on Hey. Boy, he was beaten down. I can already tell he was going to quit after this. He looked like the combination of exhausted, irritated, and at the same time, meh. Just in time, when everything was quiet, my shop opened, and I saw a blob of blonde. I took one look at the person, and then to my employee, before going back to the kitchen. Why? Because the person entering was Vey, and I figured maybe he can do something to cheer up the young cashier I have. He's good at that. And I was actually right. Vey told Hey he doesn't know what to order, and decided to let Hey order for him, ensuring that they fall in a category that it's sweet, which is actually sweet of him, since Vey is really particular about his orders. He engages in small talk with the man as he goes, and I can already see Hey loosening up and engaging back. Hey punched in salted caramel pudding frap and a creme brulee donut set for Vey, to which my friend received positively. Noticing how the situation had died down in a good way, I walked out carrying Vey's order, and the man immediately peppered me with hugs and kisses, his usual. Afterwards, he did offer to help us in the shop. He helped Hey in the register, which earned more customers because of those two's visuals. But yeah, the next day, Hey did indeed text me. But it was not to quit his job. He was asking for Vey's number. Since then, he'd be on time at work, and waiting for Vey to visit my cafe or help out. And no, I did not give the number. He has to work hard for it and earn it from Vey himself. Now, here's where the rich status of Hey comes in. Vey, actually being an architect, involves a lot of expensive stuff, so Vey actually lives a few blocks away from my house, but in an affordable apartment, which, honestly, is not good with security. And it was no doubt explained when, one day, Vey walked inside my cafe and asked if he could spend the night at my place. I asked him what was wrong, since he's not the type to just crash at other people's places. He's too afraid of burdening others for that. He didn't say it at first, but I relent. I kept pushing him, till my boyfriend had to intervene, and then he said it. He's being stalked. And that stalker managed to break into his place. Some of his stuff is gone. Me and my boyfriend immediately, without hearing Vey's pleas, took away all of his stuff and moved him to my house. But then, Hay offered one of his places. One of. His words, not mine. He insisted, and said that if Vey finds it uncomfortable still, he can be with Vey till he's comfortable. Vey was hesitant, but agreed. From then on, I would notice something new from Vey. New shirt, new pants, new shoes, new earrings. Then, the next time I see Vey walking inside the cafe with Hay's mother, the two were engaging in a small yet happy conversation. Not long after that, they would always be seen around Hay. That was 5 years ago. They're happily married now.